In today's video I will show you everything you need to know about the Lenovo Legion Y700 2022 model. So let's start with the technical details. We are taking a look to a small tablet 9 inches and 120 Hz. It comes with a Snapdragon 870 and you can find two different versions, one with 8GB of RAM and another one with 12, depending on how much storage you select. And now I will show you the physical device. In the left part we can see that we have an audio jack for your headphones, so you can connect everything via cable. In the top part we have the classic buttons and a custom switch that we can configure in the settings. And in the right part we have the USB Type-C with video output, so you can connect the tablet to an external monitor. Now I want to show you the different ways I use the tablet. So you can pause the video right now and read everything, but I will show you in the video the different modes and the different setups. But let's start with the tablet mode. In this case I don't connect the tablet to any external monitor or whatever, I just connect a Bluetooth mouse and a Bluetooth foldable keyboard. So I can use the tablet as a normal tablet, but I like to use it for some productivity if I don't want to turn on the PC or the laptop. So you can see that I like to use, for example, Kiwi browser, because this is a browser that is basically like a desktop browser, but in your tablet, and you can have even the developer tools, so if anyone is interested, it's going to be really useful. And I also connect to my Linux on Android setup. You can take a look to the description of the video because I will leave some links on how to configure Linux on Android on your Android device. But basically, you can run any Linux application on your Android device. Here, for example, I run a desktop browser like Chromium, but I also run Visual Studio Code. So you can program in Python, for example, or in the language you prefer. This tool is really useful. Now, if we take a look to the settings, you can see that I am CUI 14. That's because in the last version, in the 15, you can no longer use the extended mode with the computer mode. So if you connect the tablet to an external device, you cannot use the computer mode. But we will take a look to the computer mode in a moment. So to continue with the settings, I will show you some of the features that Lenovo provides. So for example, the menu for configure the peripherals like the Lenovo Pencil or the Bluetooth keyboard. You have also some settings for the PC mode and for the Lenovo Assistant. This is the gaming mode built into the tablet. So here you can add different applications to the gaming mode. So when you run any of these applications, you can put the tablet into beast mode, so you will have better performance. So let's run a game to see how it works. You need to open a game from the list that we have seen before, and you can see that in the left part we have the menu, so you can click on it and select the different profiles. By default it's in normal mode. If you click, you go to beast mode, and if you click again you go to battery safe mode. And once we are in the gaming mode, we can display some useful information like the FPS or the CPU and GPU temperature, so you can check if the tablet is getting too hot. But now I will show you how to change the behavior of the custom switch. So instead of showing some gaming information, we can set the tablet, for example, to reading mode. So let's go to the settings, let's go to custom switch, and you can see the different options you have available for the custom switch. For example, if we click on reading mode, when we switch, the button, you can see that the tablet colors change. So you have more warmer colors for reading in the night. And now I want to show you other functionalities that the tablet has. For example, we have the Smart Split, and this allows us to have portrait application in landscape mode. This is very useful if you want to use the tablet always in horizontal mode instead of on portrait mode. For example, I'm going to disable this, and I'm going to open a game that by default it opens in portrait mode, so the screen is rotated. Now, if we enable the custom switch, we are going to see that the application will open in landscape. Although the application will not occupy all the screen, as you can see right now, but at least we can open the portrait application in landscape mode. And now I want to show you how the computer mode works without connecting the tablet to an external monitor. So as you can see, when you open an application in the computer mode, it is in a window, so you can move and drag it around the screen. Also you can maximize it or resize the size of the window. You can open the several applications, not just one. And also I want to show you how I use the tablet for gaming. I usually connect a Bluetooth gamepad. In this case, this is the HB Lite 2, and you can see that it works perfectly. I'm trying here the game called Solo Leveling Arise, and this game has native support for Bluetooth gamepads, but in case you want to play some games that doesn't support any third-party Bluetooth gamepad, this tablet has a functionality to map the buttons from the gamepad to the touchscreen, so you can map it with any third-party applications. Now I will show you some emulation, because as this tablet is pretty powerful, you can emulate almost anything. You can play PSP games, PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 1 of course, or before. You can emulate even Switch games. But to finish the tablet mode, I want to show you some other functionalities. For example, when you open an application, you can go to the background apps, and here you can drag down a little bit. So if you select the free window version of the application, you can have the minimized application on the screen and move it around. Other option is, instead of the free window, you can select split, so you can have two different applications open at the same time. Like here, for example, I open Kindle application, so I just want to show you that you can use this tablet for reading because of its size. I usually read on the tablet during the night with the reading mode activated. So now I just want to show you the case I have. This is a magnetic case, and I think this is one of the best cases for this tablet. I have tried a couple of them from AliExpress, and this is the one that I have liked the more, because you can have the tablet attached to the cover or without it. And also in the other covers, although they were magnetic, when I opened the cover, they were not turning on the screen, but this one works perfectly, so I just recommend this one. Now I want to show you the TV mode. So I don't use this mode at home because I have a smart TV, but I use it if I'm in a hotel, because usually in a hotel you can have a smart TV, but you need to log in with your accounts, and personally I don't like logging into my accounts in devices that I don't control. So what I do, I have installed YouTube, Twitch, Netflix, Prime Video, or whatever applications you want to use, and just connect the tablet to the TV. And also you can use the tablet like a gaming console. You can connect it to the TV and have a bigger screen. I ran into an issue here because when I connected the tablet to the TV, it was running in 30 FPS, but this emulator should run at 60 FPS, so the game was laggy. But this is because my TV just runs in 30 FPS. Another option, instead of using the extended mode when connected to the TV, like I was in it before, you can also mirror the screen from the tablet to the TV. I will show you how to, for example, you can use it Prime Video and it will run in full HD. I cannot try Netflix because I don't have an account. And I also have Daigisho setup, like this is a front-end emulator, so you can have your games here to play. This is, for example, is a PlayStation 2 game called Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and it runs perfectly because this game runs at 30 FPS. And now I will show you my favorite mode, the dock mode. In this mode, I connect the tablet to an external monitor, and I also connect a Bluetooth mouse and a foldable Bluetooth keyboard. And this is my favorite mode for productivity tasks. For example, here I have my Linux on Android setup. This is a Debian distribution installed on my Android tablet. You can see how to do it in the description of the video. And I also use the tablet like a normal one. For example, I will open Spotify, but I usually open some YouTube videos or some Twitch streams in the background. So I have this displaying in the tablet while I'm using the external monitor. So this way we have two different screens that work separately, but you can move from one to another. In the main screen, in the bigger one, I usually have my main task, if I'm researching something for a video or if I'm programming something, while I'm using Spotify on the tablet. Also, you can use the external monitor to play some games. Here, for example, I'm using the 3DS emulator called Line 3DS, and as the monitor is 60 FPS, I don't have the same problem as in the TV. This mode you are seeing right now is the extended mode with the computer mode, and this is only available on CUI 14, not in 15. This is the reason because I don't update the tablet. Basically, I find this extended mode the perfect productivity mode for the tablet, as I use this like a computer replacement. In case I don't want to turn on the computer or whatever, I can connect the tablet to an external monitor and use it. And just a quick tip, this is the best file explorer that I have found. It's called Solid Explorer and it costs €3, but it's a lifetime payment. Now I will show you how to switch applications from the tablet to the external monitor. For example, here if we open Twitch, we can open any stream you want and put it in the background as I like. But imagine that I want to put it in the external monitor because I have finished doing something. Now I can come to the application menu and click on Twitch. We will have this message, but if we accept the message, Twitch will open in the bigger screen. And you can maximize it because we are in the desktop mode, and that's it. Now if we want the application now in the small screen, we just open the application again in the tablet and we will have it there. So now I just want to leave a small video on how I usually work with the tablet. I have the Bluetooth keyboard and I'm using Linux on Android, specifically Debian. You can do it without having the tablet root, so you can check the description of the video. But this is like having a laptop or having a computer. You can have Visual Studio Code, you can have a desktop browser, or you can have some editing image application like GIMP instead of Photoshop. You can also install Mobox, for example, and run Windows applications or even Windows game. Finally, I show you here the companion mode. I have my main desktop computer connected to the middle and the right monitor, and I have the tablet connected to the left monitor. So this way I can work on the Windows computer, maybe editing some videos or whatever, while in the tablet I can have some Linux on Android environment to do some tests, or I can have a YouTube video or whatever. You can see that I control the Windows computer and the tablet with 2 mouses and 2 keyboards, one for each device, so I can use it separately at the same time. And this is how I connect the monitor to the tablet. I am using a Dell dock, this is from my work, but this is connected directly to the monitor, so I just need to plug the USB Type-C connector to the tablet. I'm using an adapter, but you can use it directly. This way I can use both computers, well, the tablet and my Windows computer at the same time. So I hope you liked this review. If you like it, don't forget to share and subscribe, and also leave in the comments whatever you want to know about this tablet.